Hi everyone, welcome to this week's reading. This is for the 24th of July through to the 30th of July. So the astrology this week, we start off with a very different energy this week with a lot of fire in the air. It's four planets in Leo. So the Sun, Moon, Mercury, Mars, all in Leo. Venus is in Gemini though, and it's actually going to be moving into Cancer next week. So that's going to shift the energies to kind of, I don't know, it's a very, with all of this energy in Leo at the moment, it's a very strong energy. You know, we've got the new moon in Leo, which just over yesterday, and depends where you are in the world, yesterday, today. So it's like a fresh new start into a new sort of hopeful, creative energy, a very bold energy, kind of also romantic energy, and potentially more so with Venus moving into Cancer next week. And also the heart chakra, you know, Leo relates to the heart, so we could be experiencing some kind of shifts energetically to do with the heart center and an opening of the heart. So issues to do with the past, maybe where we've been we've had, you know, blockages or problems with the heart chakra, maybe things are coming up to be healed as well. That's another possibility with all that Leo energy. But it's also a very creative time. But I think that it's going to take a little bit of time for us to kick into that energy. And with the new moon in Leo, it's sort of, you know, it's kind of like kicking off this Leo season with that new moon in Leo, if that makes sense. Now, so I really like this energy. If you've got Leo in your chart, it will give you a bit of a boost. If you've got any fire signs in your chart, it'll give you a boost. So it's definitely a fiery, passionate, creative and driven energy. On Wednesday we've got Mercury moving out of what's it moving into? It's moving out of Leo into Virgo, so there's a bit of a shift there. So Mercury will be in a Mercury ruled sign, which will be Virgo, and so what we can find with this is the mind starts to speed up a little bit more, you know. We might have a lot going on at work, or have a look where you've got natal Mercury in your astrology chart, and also we have transiting Mercury, because those areas might pick up in, especially where you have transiting Mercury, pick up a bit of speed. So Virgo rules the workplace, it rules health as well, so it could also bring a focus in those areas, or a lot more activity in those areas as well. And just the other thing I wanted to mention, which I forgot, was Tuesday to Thursday, the Sun in Leo will conjunct with Mars in Leo. So that's a very strong, bold energy. It's a very passionate energy. So see what happens Tuesday to Thursday, especially if you have Leo in your chart, or fire energy in your chart, because something could be activated for you then. And also, the cards this week, I'm going to just use the cards I haven't used for a while, actually. Psychic Tarot Oracle by John Holland, and so I'll get 3 cards for the week, and then 1 card from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, considering all that Leo energy activating the heart chakra. Okay, so what are the energies for this week coming up? Oh, this one's falling out, so I'll put that first, and this one's definitely got a strong energy with it. And that one's popping itself out, so let's see what we've got. Ooh, accelerated motion. Well, that relates to the Sun conjunct Mars in Leo, and then Mercury moving into a bit more of a fast-paced energy of Virgo, a very practical energy. So it looks like there's going to be a lot going on this week. The energy definitely is picking up. This image here of what looks like, what do you call it? Oh my goodness, I can't think. A shooting star or a comet. It has a very fiery energy to it. Definitely relates to all that Leo and the Sun conjunct Mars very strongly. The 8 is a very strong energy about empowerment as well. So, you know, the things happening this week for you could be stimulating ideas of empowerment for your life, how you want to improve your life, especially with that Leo energy. You know, Leo wants to do its best, and like Aries, it wants to be the best, and in a different way to Aries, but it wants to experience the best of life in every aspect, you know. And so you may be thinking about how you can improve your life, and you may be right now feeling a bit different about things, thinking, with this Sun conjunct Mars, you may be more willing to have the courage to take action, whereas before you just didn't feel ready. So that can be something that is, all this activity could be stimulated by your own thoughts and feelings. Oh goodness, the Tower card in the middle of the week. That was unexpected. So, well, it's the Tower in traditional tarot, so it's a disruption card in this deck, and it's 7. The 7 always relates to spiritual lessons and sometimes difficult lessons. So there's something could be coming up this week where it's kind of getting you to face a bit of a test. And again, you know, when I see these very heavy cards, I do often think that it could be something globally. Especially, you know, the Sun conjunct Mars in Leo can have a dark side to it, of course, because Leo, the dark side of Leo is, you know, an out of control ego and doing things just for your own personal satisfaction and not really caring about other people's feelings deep down, not really caring if you're hurting other people, or, you know, it just wants to build itself up. So there could be a warning with this energy of, for some people, you know, getting carried away with the darker aspects of Leo energy, as I said, which is pride and the ego, which can be damaging to others and the self. And this, as I'm saying this, you know, this could relate to things going on globally as well, where people in power, which can relate to Leo, the elite, are doing things that, you know, don't have the greater collective, you know, benefit in mind. They're doing things for themselves. So that's a higher sort of perspective of this reading, or a more a broader perspective. Let's look at the last card. Oh, the base chakra. Okay, so yeah, there's something this week to do with, for some people, it could be survival issues, so concerns about money, stability, even emotional stability, or you know, the future of your, you know, finances, for example. You may be worried about something like that. Or you may be worried about how you can maintain a particular situation that has been difficult for you in some way, whether it's an inner turmoil that you're experiencing or an external situation of, you know, pressures, bills, things mounting, or even just something unexpected can be coming up this week. So I'm going to have one more card from the Psychic Tarot of the Heart for this week. Oh, one's just flipped itself out. Well, I really like that one. Completely opposite to the middle card, the disruption card. But, well, that's a very hopeful energy, and it says that this week, despite difficulties and tests, you can make the choice to be happy and to have joy and stability in your life. You know, it's something that you can choose to focus on the negatives, or you can choose to focus on what is actually working. So the reason I'm saying that is I really am getting the word choice very strongly here, and it's about choosing how you're going to react to something potentially that happens that is disruptive this week, or that, you know, you do have to deal with someone who's very egotistical that you might have a strong reaction to, you know, or there could be some kind of clash this week with someone that just comes out of the blue, something like that. But this card is saying you have a choice to remain centered in yourself and strong in yourself. This reminds you of the Sun, which is, again, reminds you of all that Leo energy. And choose to be positive. Choose to have pride in yourself and not lower yourself to other people's. You know, if other people have lower standards than you, it doesn't mean that you have to react in the way that they would. You know, be an example to them and show that you can react in a more uplifted way, in a more positive way, in a way that shows self-respect. So I think there's a lot of positivity obviously coming out with this card right now, and overall with the messages, because that, as I said, that disruption card, it's the Tower card in traditional tarot that we had, so that can be a bit daunting, but oftentimes these things are lessons, and they come up to teach us something very valuable. And even though, and another meaning with this card is, even though something may come up this week for a lot of people that is a bit of a test, you'll still come out good at the other side of it, so not to worry too much. Have a great week, everyone, and thanks so much for watching. Bye.